co-pilot, I'm here the world pilot. And this is the beautiful flight attendant. Yeah, the unruly state is watching. It's a lifestyle moment. Study.
Just to be clear, Mr. Speaker, I know there's a lot of talk about government getting money and not using it, and we have to be so careful that these kinds of careless talk.
The person said how she managed to be with Bounty Killer when in the freaky things.
Blessed day, my people. So in today's video, we're going to talk about squash. And some Jamaicans accusing the entertainer of snitching. And this is after a photo surfaced with squash. And then, well, allegedly squash in a what you call it, an interrogation room. Yeah, my people. And the reason why I say allegedly because him face blur and stuff like that. But people must say him snitch because him get 2 years and, you know, really and truly, them never expect that. Let's just put it that way there. Also, I have some information or some update as it relates to Mavado's son. And you don't know, a story was put out about him because you know since Mavado's son get arrested, we don't really hear nothing. You understand, my people? So, may I give you some information on that. Also, we're going to talk about Bounty Killer ex-woman puts him in serious problems after leaking some personal information about the entertainer online. Also, we're going to talk about 3 persons living in the United States is now set to be extradited back to Jamaica. And I guess them have to do with something in relation to the promoter who was recently sentenced to 10 years, the guy named Andrew Wright. Him keep chug it, right? Me telling about the whole story there. So some other people have something to do with that whole fraud case, so they might get extradited. So may I give you no more information upon that. Also, we're going to talk about Prime Minister Andrew Holness finally firing back after Footer Hype and others accuse the government of not doing anything for Hurricane Melissa victims. Prime Minister also addressed the misuse of funds being donated among other things, as it because some people have said the government, you know, them are going to use the funds for the certain type of things, you understand? Also, Nikki Z, she one of them will blast the Andrew Holness-led government, and also I call out the people who recently donated to the I Love Jamaica telethon that kept, I mean. Also, we're going to talk about Popcaan linking up with St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister, and you don't know, this comes after the Prime Minister recently called on him and Vibes Cartel, and also we're going to talk about Dancehall Queen Spice exposes a promoter in Uganda, and Popcaan actually react to the news, is it? So before we're going to further into the topics, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and click the notification bell, put it on all, that way you can get notified when I post a new video. First thing we're going to talk about is this mini update that we got as it relates to Mavado's son Dante Brooks. You see, my people, and you don't know if him get arrested, we don't really get the update, you understand? And you know, a lot of persons I wonder what go on if him not get bail. People I wonder if Mavado go do this, if Mavado go do that. You see, my people. So make we get into this story, and I guess as I say, it's a mini update, but yeah. So the story is saying Dante Brooks was arrested in late October 2025 on several serious charges, including assault/unlawful wounding and firearm-related offenses. This isn't the first time his name has made headlines. Earlier this year, his prior MURDER conviction was overturned by the Court of Appeal because of judicial error, freeing him from what could have otherwise been a long prison sentence. Yet now, after his arrest, we're hearing almost nothing about his bail or court dates. The vacuum has left friends, family, and supporters grappling with tough questions. Why hasn't his bail been granted? Is the prosecutor opposing it, or is something more complicated? 1. The seriousness of the charges. The charges leveled against Dante are grave. If alleged correct, they involve weapons, potentially bodily harm, and possibly other related crimes. In a case like this, the prosecutors often push hard against bail, citing public safety or the risk of interfering with witnesses. It is very possible that the police are still investigating. They may not yet have completed forensic work, collected all witness statements, or finalized whether there will be additional charges. Until all is laid bare, there may not be a finalized case to present at a bail hearing, or the prosecution may want to wait for the full picture. Courts assesses several risk factors when deciding on bail: flight risk, community ties, prior history, and potential danger to others. Given Dante's prior high-profile case, officials may view him more cautiously. Dante's legal team may be strategically holding back public statements. Going public too early could hurt their bargaining position, especially in a high-profile case with media interest. Alternatively, the prosecution may also prefer to keep details under wraps to protect witness identities or preserve the integrity of the investigation. investigation. The deafening silence around Dante Brooks' bail isn't necessarily a sign of defeat. It may reflect careful legal maneuvering, strategic restraint, and the complex reality of serious criminal proceedings. So yes, my people, that is what's going on. Never read out the full thing, but when kind of get an understanding as to what's going on, is it? So maybe the police them still have the investigation as to why we don't hear nothing yet, is it? But you don't know, people want to know what really are going on, from them here arrested, we don't hear nothing else, or the public not hear nothing else, you get me? So the next thing we're going to talk about is dancehall artist Squash and some Jamaicans accusing the entertainer of snitching. See, my people, remember, you know, me I say it, but just I tell you know what's being said out there, and also I'm going to read an article. Plus, a video is circulating over upon the media. Well, it starts from over Pinkwall, and them say a Squash and thing, my people. So I'm going to read the article. Only can tell me if you think the entertainer snitch and thing, is it? So the story is saying, Squash only get 2 years. Jamaicans claim dancehall artist snitch to beat heavy federal gun charges. Dancehall artist Squash has been sentenced to 2 years and 3 months in U.S. federal prison, a penalty that many Jamaicans believe is shockingly light considering the serious federal gun charges he was facing. Now a wave of accusations is sweeping across social media, with many suggesting the artist snitch to avoid a much longer sentence. Squash, born Andre Whitaker, was arrested on February the 25th in Miami after police found a modified Glock pistol, better known to Jamaicans as a chip Glock, inside the vehicle he was traveling in. The FBI reportedly observed him receiving what appeared to be a firearm shortly before the stop. Initially, Squash faced local charges, but those were later dropped and replaced with far more serious federal charges, including being an alien in possession of a firearm or ammunition and lawful possession of a machine gun. Both charges carry up to 10 years each, and under certain circumstances, offenders can face mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years. Because of this, many expected Squash to be locked away for a very long time. Instead, he walked away with just over 2 years, and with credit for time served, may only spend about 1 more year behind bars. This is where the snitching narrative exploded. The photo that ignited the talk, a photo began circulating online showing a man seated in what looks like an interrogation room with a bucket of KFC in front of him. The man's face is completely blurred, making it impossible to confirm his identity. However, many Jamaicans are claiming the image represents Squash, or at least is being used as a symbol to imply that only a man with snitch get treatment like that in a federal lockup. Social media users argue that the alleged interrogation meal suggests that he may have cooperated with U.S. authorities. Whether the photo is real, staged, or unrelated remains unknown, but it has added fuel to the already blazing rumors. Even though Squash eventually pleaded guilty through a federal plea deal, many Jamaicans argue that a case involving a machine gun switch almost never ends with a sentence this low. Now dancehall fans, critics, and online commentators all want answers. Did Squash really snitch to get a lighter sentence, or is the reduced time simply the result of strategic legal negotiations? What do you think, my people, is it? And as I say, I just want to say it again, I am not saying that the entertainer did that. I wasn't there. I am not a lawyer. The internet will always talk, and of course we're going to talk about it when the internet talk. You see, my people? But I don't know still. Honestly, I did expect something higher than that, you see it? But you don't know, with time already served, Squash probably a look on maybe 1 year, like them say. So in no time, Squash the back of road, you see it. Some people even think because of our 3 years probation and think him get, him not going to get deported or whatever. We are hear all kind of things as it relates to the deportation thing. But I guess we just have to watch and see. As me say, I'm not a lawyer, you see it. Anyway, my people, let me know anything about this in the comment section. Next thing we're going to talk about is Prime Minister Andrew Holness firing back after he was recently criticized by Footer Hype, and many people online say the government now do nothing at all for the people who are go through it as it relates to Hurricane Melissa. You see it. Also, I have a video for play with Andrew Holness. I address people that say the funds them is being misused and all kind of things. A lot of money was donated to Jamaican thing from different countries, but some people feel like say them not say nothing go on then. But anyway, make we get to that story here, Zin. So the story is saying Prime Minister Andrew Holness fires back at claims that the government isn't helping Hurricane Melissa victims. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has firmly pushed back against growing criticism that his administration is not doing enough to support Jamaica Jamaicans affected by Hurricane Melissa. The Prime Minister's response comes after several public voices, including entertainer Foota Hype, accused the government of being absent on the ground while celebrities and private individuals stepped up with visible aid. Wholeness, clearly fed up with the narrative, delivered a strong message in a recent video addressing the claims head-on. According to the Prime Minister, the idea that the government is doing nothing is not only misleading but completely false. Wholeness argued that many people commenting online simply do not understand how aid reaches affected communities. He questioned the logic behind the accusations, asking how supplies could have reached hard-hit areas without the government direct involvement. He pointed out that the government opened the airports, cleared the block roads, and cleared the conditions necessary for local and international donors to enter the island safely. How do you think the aid got there? You think they just swam into Jamaica? He challenged. Do you think they come here without security guarantees? Who do you think provide those guarantees? Wholeness emphasized that the movement of relief supplies involve organized convoys escorted by the security forces, not random or spontaneous drops. Do you think the stuff just materialize where they are? How many convoys do you think are moving with the security forces carrying them through? He said, shutting down claims that the government was absent. The Prime Minister stressed that although individual citizens and entertainers may be more visible in certain locations, their ability to deliver assistance depends heavily on the infrastructure and security preparations put in place by the state. What's this nonsense about no government present? The government just got to them. That's why the aid reached, Wholeness stated, with public commentary intensifying, including claims that entertainers are doing more than the administration. Wholeness appears ready to defend the government record and correct what he sees as misinformation. As Hurricane Melissa recovery continues, the Prime Minister insists that his administration remains fully engaged and committed to supporting affected Jamaicans every step of the way. One thing, because me even see like some of the PNP people, they must say Andrew Wellness them move too slow and stuff like that. Is it? And I think PNP would have been doing a better job than what Andrew, the Labour right them are doing right now. More enough to be honest in the comment section. Is it? Now also remember I'm telling us I have a video where Andrew Wellness is speaking mind about some other things. So we just go jump right to that clip and know my people and only can tell more than I think. Is it?
Just to be clear, Mr. Speaker, I know there's a lot of talk about government getting money and not using it, and we have to be so careful that these kinds of careless talk. Now, for the people, Mr. Speaker, I'm about to say something, and I just want to be clear. For the people who are saying it, and gaining influence on persons who don't understand, it is dangerous. Because, you know, there is a public that believes that somehow we sit here and we are trying to somehow take away money that has come for the relief of the people. Let me say this clearly, Mr. Speaker. It would be morally reprehensible for anyone to be using any government resources in any way that has been given or borrowed for relief or any other action to mitigate the damage of this hurricane for any personal or private gain. And if there is any such thing happening, I don't have to wait for any other entity to ferret it out or find it. I will find it myself. Let it be on the record, Mr. Speaker, that this is not the first disaster that this government has had to address. There was never a question about the administration of resources for Hurricane Beryl. No donor said, what I gave, I don't know how it was accounted for. Let it be clear that for the entire administration of the pandemic, where the government of Jamaica executed the largest social protection program in the history of Jamaica, there wasn't even one question of misappropriation of funds. So I want to be clear, Mr. Speaker, that those persons who wish to tarnish myself, tarnish the government, you are tarnishing Jamaica with a lie. I am not worried so much, Mr. Speaker, because wherever I travel and I meet with the international community, you know what they say? They say, you have done an amazing job. And I'm not joking, Mr. Speaker. I don't have to say it about myself. The international officers who come here representing the international agencies, they go, and I don't ask them to, they go and say it publicly. Direct contradiction of the nonsense that some people are saying. So I know that it hasn't done any damage at that level, because they know, they see, they understand, they know the systems in place, and they know what would have happened in other countries. Yes, yes. And they have confidence in the government. Yes, confidence in the government. But some of them who are saying these things are people who know better, and they mislead. They mislead the people. So let me be clear in this parliament that this government will manage this disaster without any form of corruption, misdirection, maladministration, malfeasance, misfeasance. We are going to manage this disaster with the highest level of probity and integrity.
Yeah, man, so people, them get the Prime Minister cross, angry and miserable like bounty killer. Why, when the people them draw out and journalists, me I tell you, man. Anyway, let me know anything about this in the comment section. Also, we see Nikki Z. You don't know she'll speak fair mind as it relates to, you know, the funds that was recently donated to Jamaica. And this is when them keep the I Love Jamaica telethon about, what, 2 or 3 days ago. So, you don't know, Nikki Z have some questions and things, my people. So, make we get into this article right now. You see it? Nikki Z exposes Andrew Holness government, suggesting telethon funds could be used to cover corruption. Media personality Nikki Z is stirring nationwide debate after publicly calling out Jamaicans who donated to the I Love Jamaica telethon held on November the 23rd, which raised over $4 million. The telethon featured major performances from Beanie Man, Christopher Martin, Taurus Riley, and other top entertainers, attracted support from celebrities including Usain Bolt and drew massive attention both locally and abroad. But according to Nikki Z, Jamaicans should be far more cautious when donating to government-linked initiatives, especially when questions still surround previous relief payouts. In a strong statement posted online, Nikki Z asks, people who give to the telethon, y'all not curious where the actual funds the government receive have went? Why would you donate when they have yet to show you how the biggest relief payout was spent? Y'all okay with them possibly using your money as a cover corruption and mishandling of what was given? Her comment instantly ignited heated discussion. Many Jamaicans supported her stance, saying transparency is critical whenever large sums of public donations are involved. One person replied, does anyone realize an audit will be done for this? They can't just pocket traceable funds. Another frustrated commenter wrote, I told people to donate directly to the victims, but them not here. Some of them just a look good name and highlight. One user emphasized the importance of accountability over politics. We are not looking at parties, we are looking at transparency. Regardless, the people need to know where all their donations, material aid and money are going and where they're presently at. If the artists, content creators, bloggers, people of the diaspora weren't helping, what would become of Jamaica? Others question previous international aid as well. Is this morning me ask where the Japanese donation there? The tents, sleeping bag, and all of that, which part them there? Another added, bingo. Any logically thinking Jamaican should ask these questions. However, not everyone agreed with Nikki Z. Some argued that giving should be done from the heart without the expectation of knowing how every dollar is spent. Critics accuse her of stirring unnecessary controversy and injecting politics into a moment of national unity. Still, Nikki Z comments have pushed the conversations back into the spotlight flight? Are Jamaicans being given the level of transparency they deserve? As the debate intensifies, many are demanding clear updates on how the telethon funds will be managed and whether previous relief efforts were handled with proper accountability. So anything, gonna think the government need to be more transparent as it relates to the money, any money they might collect, you see me? Anything at all we have to do with, spending back on persons, affected by Hurricane Melissa. More want to tell me in the comment section. And before I move on to the next topic, my people, what do you think about the JPS, who is now pushing for a 15-year license extension? Them actually recently met with Finance Minister Favour Williams, actually on Monday, Zine, and you don't know them discuss the request and stuff like that, but the government, turn it down. The government actually are going to lend JPS, I think it's $150 million for, speed up the Hurricane Melissa recovery efforts then, you understand? So, say I look on about 25 billion, something like so. Enough Jamaicans are on fire for that because 25 billion to, enough people they even want JPS around, but at the end of the day, dial valves them get a fight. But more want to think about that JPS want to be around for another 15 years. Because obviously them want to make back their money with them spend and all of them little thing they see it. So, more want to tell me. Also, we see dial valves go some and put out that clip here.
Yesterday, you recall that the leader of the opposition posed a question to me after my statement to Parliament, pretty much asking why would we release $150 million to the JPS without the JPS satisfying us that they have the ability to raise the additional $200 million that they would need. And my simple answer was that the people want light. And if I can get a deal where I can lend them $150 million and bring forward the restoration of power in the most affected areas by the end of January, early February, as against April, May, and possibly June, which is a projected timeline of the JPS, then I'm still at a loss as to how he could expect a responsible government to wait for a full financial package, which will take months to conclude and finalize, and not go ahead with the money that the government is prepared to lend on specific terms, which secures the government and the people of Jamaica and the taxpayers, whichever way the situation goes. They have a 5-year loan. If they get a license, a new license, they can raise capital and pay us back in 2 years when the license would be renewed.
Yeah, man. So, when you can tell me what you think in the comment section. Next thing we're going to talk about is Bounty Killer. And you don't know him ex-woman Milk, who did up on TikTok live, right, my people? And boy, oh boy, Milk says something out her mouth. And it's like, you don't know, she said she never did with Bounty for him looks. She did there with him because him did do the thing them. You see, my people? Yeah, I guess we can put it that way there. And so once you say that, right? Boy, this not even funny. Me just go watch to see if Bounty are going to respond to what she said. But anyway, enough people are calling her out as well. So, yeah, me could actually get to a Milk officer. And also, I'm going to show you some clips where like people are calling her out. And, well, you're not even calling her out. People are wondering if true she talk about. And, all them little things about. Check out that clip here.
The person said how she managed to be with Bounty Killer when in the freaky things. You think he wasn't into those kind of things? I remember say, I was with Bounty Killer and I wasn't with Bounty because him look cute or he's the cutest person in the world.
Again, so I saw a video of Milk. I think somebody was asking her something about Bounty Killer because y'all know she dated Bounty Killer in the past, and they were asking something about that, and it was pertaining to Bounty Killer being freaky or something like that. And she says, "Why you think me there with Bounty Killer? It wasn't because of his looks." I'm like, what? So everybody just attack people's secrets. Like I couldn't the Bounty Killer with me know. I couldn't Bounty Killer with me know a mix up in a business. Like, is Milk lying? Is Milk not lying? Like, somebody help me understand. Did y'all see that video too or no?
I come to understanding, but I scroll through the media and I hear she make some talks like she say, the reason why she date or she know or she think you're f***ing. Killer, you need to come clear them bad allegation, bro. You can't be 5-star general. Listen, man. Listen. You cannot be a 5-star general and them think they are called upon a name charge. and me say I trying to make mannequin you in your on stage. So you come like everybody have your like certain get a very good card killer. And it me not this say no cause me and I never me do them something there no. I never me. It there in the public. So now and now because of disrespect say me a this a killer. And if you come clear them blood clot, a angel alone me never hear talk certain thing about you, but me don't know if probably true she not want to talk or she afraid to talk or she I want to know what the tree. You see what me I say?
Yeah, my people. So that is what's going on. I remember saying Milk are the same one where they dip on what teacher spent with Vibes Cartel. You don't know she was a close friend of Cartel. I mean, I think them close like one time. Because you know people grow apart and all of that. Cartel are the film thing. Milk are the fair thing. We don't see them link up since him come out. We don't see no picture. We don't see nothing. So we don't know. But as I said, that was part of life. You understand what I say? So remember know if you believe or when you think Milk does a try get a clout because seem like a TikToker she turn now. You see me? I don't know if she do nothing else otherwise, but we know she not there on radio and she not there on TV. You see it? I just TikTok me see her upon. Anyway, let me know anything about this in the comment section. Next thing we're going to talk about is dancehall Queen Spice, who basically exposed a promoter in Uganda, and you don't know she was supposed to be at an event on December the 6th. Yeah, my people, but I don't know, she not really said the reason why, but I figure say some money business based on even a little joke of Popcaan running at the comment section. Zine. So Spice post that we see on the screen right now, and obviously you can see it up the big bold letter saying Spice will not be in Uganda December the 6th, right? And basically she write a caption saying, "Attention, I will not be attending this event in Uganda on December the 6th. I was truly excited and looking forward to meeting my brothers and sisters there, but unfortunately the promoter did not fulfill the contractual agreement," says it. Obviously she not say how, but more than likely as some part payment or something. Me feel say that. Anyway, we say Popcaan jump. Popcaan jump in the comment section and say it's a promoter campaign moment with some laughing emoji. Hey, Popcaan, you know, take nothing serious, you know. So basically, you know, Papi always say it's a lifestyle moment or something like that. So you man say it's a promoter campaign moment. Ah, boy. And you can tell me what you think in the comment section. And we'll move on to the last topic now, since we've not talked about Popcaan. And Popcaan recently linked up with St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves. You see my people. So a little story was written, or whatever you want to call it. So it's a Jamaican dancehall superstar Popcaan has arrived in St. Vincent and the Grenadines ahead of Thursday's general election, meeting with Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves, leader of the Unity Labour Party, ULP, shortly after touching down. Both major political parties are tapping into dancehall star power for their final mass rallies on Tuesday night. Popcaan is set to headline the ULP closing event, while Shensia will be performing for the New Democratic Party, NDP, as they look to energize supporters in the final stretch of the campaign. Prime Minister Gonsalves, who had long maintained strong ties with the Caribbean music scene, previously hinted that both Popcaan and Vibes Cartel could make appearance in St. Vincent during the election period, reflecting the genre's influence and the fierce battle to connect with voters of the crucial poll. You see, so that is what's going on, my people. I don't know if Vibes Cartel are going to go over there. I don't know. I don't see no reaction from Vibes Cartel or whatever, but you never can tell. We know Vibes Cartel rate Mr. Gonsalves, is it? Anyway, let me know anything about this in the comment section, and thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bless upon yourself until we drop the next video. I'm out.
Yo. The nigga you ever record bumbo like killing. How wrong with him, man?
You know, no.
Go ahead, girl. The world is yours, darling. Stop playing in me, gang. Sneeze! AKA Sunfly round there, so there.
That time.
Road boy, Kelly. No ordinary yacht. I want to them. Shake me. See chipmunk, you know. The girl them tree chunk. I know W. Oh, you try thief with an only or in the port. Or the killers board the yacht. Somebody have to get dirty shot in the plane today. Forward and try redeem yourself, these. And buy the girl the rice and peas in the youth. Or the bomb buckler, yeah, though. Blacks! Yo, Father Blacks, give me a light. Oh, bike a wheelie. Yeah, fuck. Who them know we take the girl easy. But take no girl I get crazy. Like who me now. So me thief for them act like criminal. Hold on. See my pilot, them, I'm the world pilot. And this is the beautiful flight attendant. Yeah, the unruly state is watching. It's a lifestyle moment. Study. Happy self, Joe. Boy, y'all get crazy. Like women now. Oh, this man a bomb buckler video kill this. Who them? Yeah. Who them? Yeah. Vince must say big up on yourself here. So far I get me soon pull up like a song. You know what I'm saying? Burn some of the ganja them a drunk. Bang you bang! I know wrong you. Wile up! Dirty thinking bigger 5 you want if you're an idiot. Officer Stamati. Prince Tago. Yo, put on the thing in the bomb buckler board, brother. Yo, where's speaker the theater? Turn on the music in the plane on my youth. Bomb buckler there, my youth. Yo, I am leaving now, so we talk later, yeah? But Jim, to them. Capella Graham, me give me WhatsApp number, brother. You still a message me for Instagram every day like you're mad. WhatsApp me no cause and stop your shaking, it's my youth. Judge God. Yo, later here, sir.